How's it going today? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be putting some new wheels and tires on the 2022 F350 Tremor. I'm going to take a few measurements. I'm going to measure the overall diameter of the stock tires, overall diameter of the new tires. I'm going to measure the weight of the stock tires, the weight of the new tires, and I'm going to measure from the ground to the fender on the stock tires and the new fender, or new tires, sorry. So we'll get this started, but I'll go over what I got. I got a set of 20-inch Fuel Blitz, 20 by 9 Fuel Blitz with a plus 20 offset. And I got some Cooper STT Pros in a 295/65/20. They're a little bit, I think they're a 35 point something by 11 point something. They're definitely a little bigger than these, at least when you put them right next to them, they are bigger. So we'll get started with some measurements and all that on the new wheels, and then I will take off these wheels and we'll measure these, and then I'll get it all going. Here we go. All right, so as you can see, just by looking at them, you can tell they are bigger. Not a whole lot, but they are bigger. I mean, when I measured yesterday, not on the truck, you know, they were probably an inch or so bigger, but we'll go ahead and get going with some measurements right now. So the measurement for these, this height is 35, say maybe we'll go 35 and an 1/8. I mean, 35 either way. That looks good. And we'll get a weight on them. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but I'll be able to see it. I'm doing this by myself, so it's a little harder. So the weight is 103.4 for the new ones. So from the ground straight up to the bottom part of the fender is 41 5/8 directly above the center of the wheel. 41 5/8. So one other thing that I decided to try on these, I am not running your typical weight magnets. I'm gonna give the balance beads a try. We'll see how they go after doing some research and watching some videos. I figure I'm gonna give it a try. All right, so let's get started with switching the wheels and tires out. I made a little mistake recently. I sold my 3-ton jack, and all I got is a 2-ton jack, so I pretty much have to do it one corner at a time. I kind of regret selling the 3-ton jack. I bought the 2-ton jack because it has 24.5 inches of lift, which works great for my side-by-sides. Don't work too good on the truck. It looks like that's 13/16. It's not a bad idea to grab like a rag or something for when you go to get this center cap off, so that way there you're not prying up against the painted wheel. I could get a little bit better side-by-side picture of the difference in size. So there you go. You can see a little bit difference in the height. Not much. I mean, really not much at all. But a little bit. A little bit in the width for sure. But the height, there's really not much difference. Got some nice Gorilla brand black lug nuts. They come with their own little special spline tool for the lug nuts. Got all this, wheels and tires, lug nuts, everything, from Midwest Side by Side. They got some really good prices. I've been really using them for quite a bit of stuff lately. I also like to torque everything with an actual torque wrench, but to get them started, I just put a little bit on them with the impact. I've been thinking about running these wheels without the fuel center caps. Figure I might give it a whirl for a while to see what it looks like. I'll let you guys help me decide. Once I get the video done, I'll show you what it looks like. And if you guys don't think it really looks that good, if you do think it looks all right, I think I'm gonna give it a whirl. All right, there is the front, right there. I think they definitely look a little bit bigger sitting on there. I mean, they are obviously, but I think you can actually see a little bit of a difference. There you go, you can see how much they're gonna stick out, which is right at the edge of the mud flap, which is great. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I didn't want them sticking out too much. Although this side, I definitely think sticks out a little bit farther. We'll get that straightened out though. If I have to, I'll get an adjustable track bar. We'll get it all straightened out. So we'll get going on the rear. I'll do the rear off camera. There's no need to record that. I'll get it and then we'll come back and take all the measurements. All right, so let's get back to a couple measurements. We're gonna measure the height of the stock tire right now. Then we'll get the weight and then I'll check it to the fender. The height of the stock, the height of the stock tire is about 34 3/4. So it's really not much taller at all. I mean, from 35 1/8, 34 3/4, not much of a difference at all. I will check the weight. Just so you guys know, these tires, both sets of tires are E-load range. So they're both pretty heavy. But these are definitely lighter. 84.4 for the stock wheel and tire. Now, the last measurement, we're going to take to the fender. And we got right at 42 inches. So 3/8 taller. 42 inches right to the middle of the top of the fender. So as far as actual height gain over the new tires, you're really not gaining much at all. So I'm going to torque all these, and then we will go for a ride and we'll see how well the balance beads do. So I'll get these torqued and then we'll head for a ride. All right, getting ready to pull out onto the road for the first time with the balance beads. One thing I noticed, and I'm hoping that it's great, I did not reprogram the sensors, but that is pretty much what the pressure in these tires is. So that would be really nice if I didn't have to actually reprogram the sensors. So we're gonna pull out on the road. We'll see how well these beads do compared to normal weights, like the stick-on weights. I mean, a lot of people said that these are pretty good and reviews seemed good, so I figure I'd give them a try. And I figure I might as well get up to some highway speeds. I believe there is 8.5 ounces per tire. And honestly, so far I would say that it rides pretty good. I mean, there's the hand off the steering wheel right there, and it feels fine. Sounds like there might be a slight vibration, but I don't even feel it in the steering wheel at all. Maybe, I'm guessing that's probably just a little more tire noise than what the Duratrax put off. I think these Cooper STT Pros are probably a little heavier duty than them. So far so good. I'm gonna head out onto a country road and get going a little bit quicker. Not anything too crazy, but we'll go see what we got here. All right, we're getting back to a point where I will be able to get a little bit more speed going, and we'll see how it goes. I would honestly have to say so far so good. And just so you guys know, there's a really good song on the radio right now. I'm liking this new dash. So here we go. Let's get up to a little bit more speed than what I had earlier. And I am thinking that these sensors, I don't know how, but programmed themselves, because that is the accurate speed. And I do not have a TPMS light yet. So I'm thinking it's good. And here I'm going 70 miles an hour and the steering wheel is smooth as can be. I mean, there's a little bit of tire noise because these tires are pretty aggressive, but it's not bad at all. I mean, this rides great. I am not touching the steering wheel right now, and it is smooth as can be. This is great. So we'll pretty much just end this video right there. Don't forget to maybe leave me a comment on if you like it with the center caps off, or no, you can't yet, because I'm going to have to post a picture in here. So I'll put a picture in here so you guys can see what it looks like with the center caps off. And feel free to leave a comment of yes or no, on or off. I'm thinking off. I don't think it looks too bad at all. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. I know that I am not the greatest on camera, but I'm working on it. We're trying to get there. And I do need to get a better camera. Every one of my videos so far has been shot on a phone. So maybe one of these days I'll get a little better camera. But for now, this is what I got. Anyway, thanks for watching.